actually just walked back to pick up these Tons. These are made in USA, Echo. My comps weren't loading up and they had come out already. So, and then I was walking back and I'm like, oh wait, this sells pretty consistently for like 15 bucks. And they're asking 50 cents for it. So I have 50 cents in my car. So I'm going to list that for 15 bucks and it'll probably sell pretty quick, honestly. We did grab the A6 Venture 6 shoes for 5 bucks. Pretty good condition overall, just some cleaning needed. And we also grabbed the catchphrase. This is from the 2000s, the first edition of the game. And it actually goes for about $20 pretty consistently. So 3 bucks. We picked up catchphrase as well. It turned on while I was there, so I know it's working, which is pretty awesome. The Carhartt. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. All right, you guys, we did really well at this garage sale. Really random. I'm just kind of driving around today and just seeing if there's anything kind of in these more rural areas. And I find this sale where this Swady is moving. And you saw all the stuff we found. I mean, VHS DVD combo unit, JBL speaker. I haven't even looked up the speaker yet, but I know JBL. She gave me that for 50 cents. Plus the Pentax digital camera was 50 cents. So $1 for both of those. Carhartt jacket, you guys. That's an easy $50, $60 jacket right there, made in USA. And then I didn't show this part, but she pulled out like a bag of jeans. I was hoping they were all brand new of Take Levi jeans, but they weren't. But I did pick up a few Fruit of the Loom thermals. If you know me, I've sold thermals. They sell pretty well for me. And then like brand new of Take Dickies shirts, Dickies pants, brand new of Take. All in all, I spent $24. Oh, that's including this Ninja blender I got as well. So $24 for everything. And yeah, I think we are going to do extremely well and make a lot of money. So pretty awesome sale to find in the middle of nowhere on a Saturday. So I came in today because we got these Pilot X-Acto Michelin boots. They're brand new. 34 bucks. Can't beat that. Right here we spotted a really good game. Now, the prices for PS4 is $14. Still a good pickup at $14 because we just sold this one for $40 on eBay. And this is why you got to be knowledgeable on your items and double check prices, because I don't think 2K14 had that kind of value previously, but now it's going for like 40 bucks. We just sold it for 40 bucks, I don't know, a week or two ago. So I'm really happy to find it at the pod shop. Again, something people will overlook. All the other 2Ks aren't worth anything. And again, PS4, they actually had an Xbox One version as well, but that one only goes for 20 bucks. And with Xbox One games, they charge $14, just like PS4 games at this pawn shop. So I usually don't pick up unless it's like a high value game for PS4. This is definitely a higher value game. We paid the $49 for everything. They don't tax clothing or shoes or boots in this case. And again, these are really nice boots, you guys. These are $200 boots right here. I mean, I'm seeing anywhere from like $150 to $200, but there are $200 solds on there. So, you know, the game essentially will pay for the lot, and then we're going to make an easy, you know, $150 profit off those boots. And that's just because I keep an eye out and I follow the store, and when I see them bring in new items, I'm there next morning. All right, you guys, we are off to Citywide Garage Sales, about an hour and 15 minutes away from where I'm at in Spicer, Minnesota. On the way there, we stopped by Cold Springs just now. I didn't grab my camera with me. Spur of the moment, there was a huge fundraiser garage sale. So I stopped in there and we scored pretty good. I picked up 2 VCR players, an Emerson that I've sold multiple times. That's gonna go for probably 50 bucks. A Sony VHS VCR player that's about to go for 50 bucks. West Wing jacket, which is vintage. Those go for about 50 bucks. Polaroid camera, and then also a Tommy Hilfiger vest. So overall, I paid 20 bucks for everything, and I think we should make out with some decent profit there. So now we're gonna keep on going and see what else we can find. All right, you guys, not a bad score there. I picked up that whole bin of Mary Kay cosmetic stuff. I've actually sold Mary Kay before, and I usually get like 20 bucks, somewhere around there per item. And there's, you know, at least 30 items in there. I did look some of the smaller ones up, and they were definitely on the cheaper side. But the bigger ones, I'm sure, are going to be 15, 20 bucks a piece. Mary Kay sold out pretty quick for me, too. So good sell-through rate on that. So we picked up 30 bucks for that, and then we picked up all the American Dads. I think there's like 10 volumes at least for $6, and I'm seeing those go for like 50. So not too bad. Not seeing a lot of other sales. They're saying that the citywide here in New London might be more hot tomorrow, which is unfortunate. I'm not going to be here tomorrow. But we'll keep looking, and then we're going to, like I said, head over to Spicer. She said that's probably going to be a better hot spot than here. You don't have any more video games, do you?
No. No.
Gotcha.
There was a couple, but it takes so long to get around the lake. Oh, yeah. He was asking if there was.
Grab that for $2. We're making away like bandits today, you guys. Picked up all the cameras for 30 bucks. JVC alone is going for about 80. Other two are going for about 30, 40. And then we got that air purifier. It's going for about 50. And we got a couple games. Oh, and then I picked up the sunglass cases for Fendi and Coach for another $5.50. They sell, you know, not for a lot, but when you're bundling deals like that, it's worth it.
I am ready. Okay, this is her call right here. There you go. Go for it. Oh, so you already have. You got the. Okay. You make it okay. Here's $3. Emily. Yeah. 75 a piece. Shoes. No, both of those kind of shoes are in there. Yep. $1. I'm just helping make it easier. Okay. So then we're taking it. Yep. Okay, yes. That's it. So there you go. Well, I am. Yes, I was.
Shout out to J Ride Flips and his never-ending sunglasses sales. I did just pick up those 3 sunglasses. Michael Kors, Kate Spade, and Coach. $5 a piece, can't beat that. And I just picked up a Coach sunglass case at that other sale for 50 cents. So I can bundle those together if needed. But yeah, pretty cool finds there. Let's see if we can find some more. We're basically driving around a lake right now. And so all these sales are along the lake, supposedly. but there's not many of them. But you know, we're finding some good stuff, so we'll see if we can keep finding more sales around this lake. Obviously, this is a wealthier area by the looks of the homes and the location, which is why we're finding some higher end stuff like Coach, Kate Spade, you know, Michael Kors, etc. Picked up those toys for $1, and then this really nice LL Bean jacket for $5.
Yeah.
Holy crap, you guys. You know, I told myself I wouldn't buy used Legos anymore. I just picked up a Jurassic Park Lego set last weekend that they said was all in there, and then we counted the pieces out with my wife, and it just wasn't. Now, that one wasn't as valuable. These ones right here, Lego Kingdom, that's one to look out for. Those are all retired sets, and like complete in box, they go for like $200-300. And even just complete without the box, but with the manuals, we're talking $200 on some of these, even more on some other ones. I looked through them, I saw minifigures. There was a couple that I looked at that didn't have all the minifigures, so I just don't know if it's all going to be complete. But even then, just the minifigures alone sell for big money, you guys. Like, you can sell a horse for like $75. We just paid $80 for all of it. And that is including a jacket that I got for Columbia, which I think is like a $50 jacket. So I could not buy all that. There was a lot of Lego City stuff too, but that stuff doesn't sell as good or as much value. But the Lego Kingdom stuff, oh my gosh, how crazy. They said they spent 40 hours putting these together and that they should be complete. If that is the case, we just scored potentially over $1,000 in just Legos alone, which is nuts. Again, keep looking at sales, you guys. Eventually you'll pop up at one sale where you're just gonna make your whole day, and I think that's what we just did. $2 for a Philips Magnavox CRTV. You know I can't say no to that. I actually just sold Memorex CRTV for $70 on Marketplace yesterday. I got 2 other TVs at home, but they do sell, you know, these little small CRTVs, especially this size, the 9-inch. 9 to 13 inch is where you want to be at. And if they have the VCR or DVD, it's even better. And that one does have a VCR player. We'll see if it works. It's a little dusty. He says it worked last time they used it, but that's never a guarantee. As usual, we are late to the party. They had $5 video games here. Nothing worth grabbing from the Wii and Xbox 360, but she said somebody came and picked up all of their GameCube games earlier today. And I can only wonder what GameCube games those were. So very unfortunate. We did find an empty Epic Mickey 2 case for the Xbox 360 for free. So I think I might have that game disc only at home. Maybe not. Either way, free case, we'll take it. Sucks more is I was actually in this city early in the morning today at about 8 a.m. And that was what that first sale where I picked up the VCRs and whatnot I showed you guys. So I could have probably came to this sale and got those games, but I was in such a rush to get to the citywide sales up in New London and up in Spicer that I ignored all the sales that were here and missed out on all those GameCube games. Again, who knows what games they were, but there was more than one and somebody bought them all. So I'm assuming they knew what they were doing. Not a bad little stop there. You saw the little muddy rangefinder for $5. That's going for $50 pre-owned. We also got some all-terrain, really nice condition too. New Balance 481 V3s. Those are $50. And then I grabbed a Michael Kors jacket for $1. Nothing crazy, but you know, it's Michael Kors. So we spent only $8 here, you guys, and we should come out with about $100. Not too bad for a little sale in the middle of nowhere. Another really good score, you guys. We just picked up a AquaView fish underwater camera for like ice fishing and stuff. Guy was asking $40 on it, and it sells for $200 very consistently. So again, sometimes you pay up a little bit on an item, but it's worth paying up on that item because you can flip it quick and for, you know, double, triple the value, right? How many video games that are $20 would you have to sell to make, you know, $160 versus me selling this for $200, right? So that's what you got to do, man. I was at that same garage sale last year where I picked up an LG remote, one of those universal remotes, the really nice ones, Harmony remotes, and I think I sold that for $100. It was either 50 to $100. Brand new sealed. And now here we are again at the same sale, and these ladies have a brand new sealed Temporite thermostat, over 100% sell-through rate, and brand new. It's going, last one sold for $100, but I've seen other two sell for like 70. So once again, they just have this brand new electronic. Now last time I paid $1 though for that remote, and they charged $10 for this thermostat. Either way, great pickup again at a garage sale that I've been to last year. Hey, I hope you're enjoying the content, everybody. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Leave your comments down below on what you liked. And lastly, don't forget to ring that bell notification icon so that you can be informed on my future videos. And we'll see what happens next.
Money, making crap for money.